Man, YouTube was in. It's your boy Zell back with another banger video. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about can Errol Spence conquer Fundora, and I'm gonna talk about how and why Errol Spence wasted so much time in his career at 147 pounds. Let's get it. First of all, I'm gonna start with can Spence conquer Fundora? Um, at this point in his career, can Spence conquer Fundora? He shouldn't. He shouldn't conquer Fundora. He shouldn't. Um, And you might ask me why, you know what I mean? And before I start saying what I'm gonna say, because I know y'all gonna get mad at me, I'm probably one of the biggest Errol Spence fans on the whole platform. Yeah, I fuck with Errol. I rock with Errol. I like his fighting style. I like how he carry himself. I like what he stand for. But I don't like how he didn't carry out his career to this point. You know, he ain't fought in 2 years after getting beat by Bud. That's crazy. A 2 year layoff is crazy. No matter who you are, 2 years off of your career, of your trade, of whatever you do, of how you make money, you're going to be rusty. And he's going to be extremely rusty fighting Fundora, a world champion who probably stand fighting himself. And Fundora then took a lot of time off, but not as much as Errol. And he coming off a win. Errol coming off of a bad stoppage. So I'm gonna start off with Spence is so late in his career. You know how is he even gonna get past Fundora's jab? We never saw Errol Spence deal with somebody with a real active jab. Um, so how is he gonna get past Fundora with them long ass arms? You know, and God forbid he run into an elbow like Tim Zoo. But we know Fundora tough. Fundora like to fight. He like to mix it up on the inside, and Fundora got some good ass power. You know, Fundora got good power. He ain't no slouch, and he ain't somebody you could just walk through without paying a price. And how is Errol Spence punch resistance gonna be? We everything Bud hit him with hurt him. He lost his equilibrium, lost his balance. He got hurt. How is his punch resistance? You know, how well can he take a punch? I mean, I'm wondering the same thing between him, Devin, a lot of these guys that Tim Zoo, a lot of these dudes that took bad knockout L's. What is their punch resistance? What does your punch resistance look like once somebody knock your chin off? What is Anthony Joshua's punch resistance going to look like after Daniel Dubois put a crazy ass beating on him, had him on the ground crawling to his corner? What is your punch resistance going to look like after you've been buzzed? So we got to find that out before Errol even fight Fundora. We got to know what his punch resistance looks like. Errol Spence should have been active, bro. Just taking fights, running through people right now, showing people he's still the Errol from old. He could have took a few fights with some tomato cans, got a million, 2 million, $3 million in his pocket. You know, just staying active, being active, getting money in his pocket. You know, but he been inactive, waiting for these big ass money fights, and that's like gambling because you don't know if you even gonna win these big money fights. And the boxers of today not as good as the boxers of old. Because if you was a journeyman going against Mike Tyson, you're getting smoked. If you was a journeyman fighting against Sugar Ray Leonard, you're getting smoked. If you was a journeyman going against Floyd Mayweather, you getting like he gonna make you look stupid. Yeah. So journeyman not supposed to even have an opportunity against the elite big name fighters. But we saw Jaime Munguia just get punished by journeyman. So now we know that journeyman can beat people, can beat the boxers of this generation. So it's like the level of skill and praise for talent has gone way down. Like the level of talent you need to be praised and admired by the public has gone way down since Mike Tyson era and Floyd Mayweather era. So we're seeing people get beat by journeymen. So I mean, you know, Errol gonna have to win by decision because he don't have no KO power, bro. Errol Spence got heavy hands. Errol Spence got heavy hands. So if you keep getting punched on him, you know he a grown man. He could hurt you. Just like Matias. Matias don't have no one punch power to knock you unconscious. But if you keep getting hit by him, he's gonna hurt you. If your brain keep getting rattled over and over and over again, that's like a bunch of small concussions. Yeah, I'd rather just get my lights turned off so the fight could be stopped than keep getting punched in my fucking head and run out of chance of my brain bleeding and swelling on the inside. That's how you die when you keep getting punched over and over and over again by somebody who don't have knockout power. And I'm being overly critical of Errol because I fuck with Errol, meaning I could be critical without being biased. And you know I fuck with him so I can call out the bullshit. And he been inactive. Who knows what he gonna look like? I don't trust his punch resistance. I don't trust his power. How is he gonna hurt Fundora? Does he have knockout power? Can he knock you out with one punch? I haven't seen him do it. Um, so yeah, bro. All this just it boils up to a point where it's like, bro, he spent so much of his career at 47, melting down to 47 for what? You didn't become undisputed, you know. You should have fought Bud early in your career, bro. You should have fought Bud early in your career. Um, because if you fought him early in your career at welterweight, that means one of y'all would have. Yeah, that means one of y'all would have had an easy route to undisputed. Whoever won between y'all had an easy route to undisputed, and y'all rematch would have been another chance at undisputed. But instead, you took the long route, got all the belts yourself before you fought Bud, giving your best years chasing the belts instead of giving your best years fighting Bud. That when you fought him, you was all broke and you was busted and disgusted, bro. And Bud got the best of Errol Spence that night. He spent all his best years chasing after the belts, getting into car accidents, being drunk, and then when he had to fight against Bud, he didn't have no juice. And I was rooting for Errol. He fought Bud, but it was evident that his lifestyle that he was living, that shit wasn't productive to the type of fight he was in. That was the fight of his life. He was fighting for his life, and he could have lost it if the ref didn't save him. So I mean, yeah, bro, he wasted so much time at 47 chasing all them belts when he could have fought Bud. Him and Bud could have had a trilogy on some D Wilder versus Fury shit. Fury wanted to fight. I mean, Deontay wanted to fight everybody. That's how Errol should have been early in his career. He should have wanted to fight Bud as soon as possible. Maybe got 1 or 2 belts and was like, Bud, let's make this shit happen. But he waited till he got all them 3 belts. He was busted and disgusted. He barely had anything left. And he said, man, let's fight. Fuck it. We ain't got nothing to lose. And instead of having everything to gain, he had nothing to lose. You heard? So, I mean, it was just bad. Errol Spence career should be at 160 right now. You see how Bud Crawford jumped 4 different weight classes? That's how Errol's career should have been. Him and Bud should have fought early and then met each other at a different weight class, rematched. You know, but he was never able to do it because his body was so busted and disgusted after that car crash. Um, you know, battling alcoholism allegedly. So yeah, he missed out on a lot of his career. He should be at 160 right now, fighting Erislandy Lara, fighting Hamza Shiraz. He should be fighting these middleweights. He should be fighting Andre. Him and the Charlos could have fought each other. It's so much opportunity, so much meat he left on the bone. He could have fought Triple G. He could have fought Andre. He could have fought Erislandy Lara. He could have fought Hamza Shiraz. He could have fought all these dudes. He could have fought all the 54 guys already. He could have fought Bakram. He could have fought Tim Tszyu already. He could have fought Sebastian Fundora. He could have fought Bud at 54. He could have fought what's the guy, Madrimov. He could have fought Sebastian Fundora, a battle of Texas, battle of who run Texas. He could have fought Steonis. He could have fought Boots. It's so many fights, Errol. It's so much meat Errol left on the bone, waiting so long to fight Bud. And since he spent so much time at welterweight, it's catching up with him. That time that he wasted is catching up, and now he don't have a lot of time in his career. But I hope the best for Errol Spence. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.